What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon. The channel is 540 Flips. Just want to start out by saying thank you to all of the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody that's commented. Give the videos a thumbs up, all of that. I really do appreciate it. Hope you've been enjoying the content. If you're new here, jump on the train, hit that subscribe button, comment below, let me know your thoughts about today's topic. I do love reading the comments. I love interacting with them and having a conversation, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, whether you agree or disagree. All comments are welcome. Heck, somebody even commented this evening and just said boring. Hey, let me know. Am I boring? But anyway, I got a topic today. It's going to ruffle a little bit of feathers, so stick around. But I also hope it really helps people out. Um, you get, and this isn't directed towards any one particular individual, but it is going to tie in with a recent video that an individual put out. So it may seem like that I'm targeting that individual. I want to clarify first and foremost that is not the case, but it gives an example and a current example to share some information about. So, and to clarify some information. Again, I also want to clarify and make sure right up front that everybody knows I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm not here to try to make myself sound better than anybody else. And if it comes across that way, I do apologize. I have nothing against any of the individuals in that I'm going to mention. And I didn't know this until I looked it up. So I want to make that clear. But speaking of looking it up, do you ever wonder when you're on Facebook or you are watching a video or you see comments on someone's video or you hear information that's given out there that you just know isn't correct? Why is it so hard for people to do a little bit of research or do some to find out information or to confirm information instead of just assuming because of popularity or social status or what have you that a person knows what they're talking about, is correct on these, on a topic or whatever? Why is it social status trumps researching and confirming something for yourself? That part I will not ever understand. The internet, first off, not everything on it is true, but it is very simple to navigate with a simple search in Google. Instead, people would rather write a long, drawn out paragraph on a Facebook group or something like that to get God knows how many different random individuals' opinions or comments or answers that could all be false. You don't know. Instead of taking a moment to research. What I'm going to talk about today is something started out as a discussion over on District a few nights ago in the Dibdit marketplace. There was somebody that obtained a kitty kitten, and they tagged ADH Dave, which I'm sure most of you all probably know. He is a larger known entity in the YouTube and reselling space. And they were excited. They found this cat. They knew David sold the cats. And Dave replied, talking about how his had been removed, which then caused concern from a couple other individuals, one of which who had it listed. And then the conversation proceeds with, well, there's hundreds of them listed on eBay. And then the conversation got to where one of the individuals was like, they're just picking on you, Dave. And they told, one of the other people who had concerns about whether to list it on eBay or should they remove it off of eBay. And they said, well, just list it on Mercari. First of all, as I'm reading this, And Dave shared the post. I seen like the way eBay worded it, and it triggered a thought that maybe possibly these items were recalled. That the way it, like the guideline thing and all of that, it seemed like maybe a recall situation. So I got on Google. Very simple. You go to google.com, it gives you a little search bar, and I'll actually bring it up. I'll bring it up just to show you how simple it is. Here is Google. If you go over here, you type in the search bar, kitty, kitty, kitten, recall. Simple. You can do this on a mobile device as well. It doesn't have to be on the computer. You hit enter, and it comes up right here. This article, and it even highlights it for you. These toys contain contaminated water that, if contacted, could cause illness to children. Now, I shared a screenshot of this in the chat. And then there was still advice given of putting the toy on Mercari and selling it there. Now, that is a huge issue with me because I am a father. If a child is involved and there is a recall on a toy, maybe don't suggest selling it on another platform or anywhere for that matter. But furthermore, if it is a recalled item, it is illegal to sell. Doesn't matter whether child, adult, grandparent, whatever, it is illegal to sell a recalled item. This is the Consumer Product Safety Commission website. It is a government website. It has lists of all items that have been recalled. It actually suggests if you are a consumer looking to resell some of your old items online or in person, it is important to know that it is illegal, and that is in bold, to sell any recalled product. It also says when reselling a product, it gives a couple of examples of an old bassinet or a leaf blower, that it is your responsibility. It's not eBay's responsibility to tell you that it is recalled. It is your responsibility to know whether the product has been recalled. It is unlawful to offer recalled products for sale under Section 19 of the Consumer Product Safety Act. Okay. Go a step further. We're going to go look at the recall on these kitty kittens, because this is where Dave's video today comes into play. I'm going to first show you his video. You can't sell this on eBay. That, Dave, is correct. You cannot sell it on eBay. You cannot sell it anywhere. He states in his video he doesn't know what he's going to. In fact, he actually said he didn't know why they were pulled down, even though I'm fairly certain I had shared that prior to him recording this video, because it was also odd that he made a mention that it's mostly adults buying these products, which I'm assuming, he knew that the recall was because of it being harmful to children, is why he said something about adults buying it. But that's neither here nor there. Now, let's go a step further and go down here, because there is comment after comment after comment of how many, and this was brought up in the chat too, immediately people go to eBay. Well, there's hundreds of them on there, Dave. It was even mentioned that someone was just bullying Dave because he was a YouTuber. That's why. But you see here, this is the kind of stuff. And you see Dave acknowledge the comment. Over 300 auctions for kitty kittens showing on eBay right now. Okay, let's take a look at the recall. The recall states, in cooperation with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, DSI Toys of Houston, Texas, voluntarily recalled about 238,000 stuffed toy kittens. These toys contain contaminated water that, if contacted, could cause illness to children. So that is what they were recalled for. You go down here, the kitty kittens are about 12 inches long. The kitten toys make a purring noise when they are petted on the head. They come in 6 styles, so it's giving us style references: buttons, tiger, calico, mittens, tawny, and fluffy. So it gives us 6 names. The kitten's name and item number 16400 are printed on a hang tag attached to its ear. And then it says a tag attached to the toy reads DSI Toys Incorporated and made in China. The water in the kitten toy is intended to make it feel more lifelike. It states discount specialty and toy stores nationwide sold the kitten toys from September 2000 through May 2001. Parents and caregivers should take these kitten toys away from children immediately and discard or destroy them. The firm is out of business, so a replacement toy is no longer available. Now, I want you to keep in mind, it gives you details. Now, there are some important details to this. For one, dates of when they were sold. For two, descriptions of the tag that is attached on the toy. If you go over here to eBay, you can see there are over 500 kitty kittens. Correct. There are kitty kittens available. The issue with this is you see 1992, 1992, 1992, 1993. Now you do see some like 2001, 1994, 95, 92, 92, etc. You get my drift. I pulled one up here. This is 1995. Okay. If you look at this tag, it says 1995 Tyco, and it also states made in Thailand. Referring back to the recall, it says DSI Toys and made in China. I did, however, find one, so I could give an example. This is the tag that it refers to. You can see the DSI Toys Incorporated, and you can also see China. So, why is this an issue? Well, back to what I was talking about. This took very, very, very little effort or time to Google, find that website, read the description, go look at eBay, notice the dates, pull up some pictures, compare some tags, and figure out that there is a difference. There are some that are recalled. There are some that are obviously perfectly fine. Dave, being a large, face YouTube content creator, 26,000 subscribers, 5,000 views in 7 hours. My biggest video ever is 11,000 views on either channel. He's got 5,000 in 7 hours. Likely will blow my highest view count away in less than 24 hours. He is connected to Trash to Cash. He is connected to Kevin, Carrie, American Arbitrage, many other folks out there. Dave seems like a very nice guy. But just as Kevin put out a video saying that YouTubers mislead with financial information on 90-day totals and everything else, this is where things can go downhill. Dave put out a video stating that kitty kittens cannot be sold on eBay. He further states that he may sell them on the dumping grounds, which is known as Whatnot or Mercari, knowing that there is a problem, a recall, which, let me remind you, is illegal. Instead of taking the 5 minutes to do a little bit of research, compare to the recall, the details of the recall, and put out information that could help the 5,000 plus people watching his video, it's easier to say, a title of "You can't sell this on eBay." I had 7 items removed. Why? Because people are going to click on that. That's what's gonna get him the views, that's what's gonna get him the YouTube revenue, and quite frankly, he doesn't probably care. He'll throw them on whatnot and get rid of them and make a few bucks on 'em. Then it's someone else's problem, right? One man's trash is another man's headache. Seems legit. But on the other side of that, you have the people on the Facebook groups or in the chat telling people, "Just sell them on Macari." Nobody once mentioned that there is different versions of kitty kitty kittens. No one once mentioned that the majority, and you can see here scrolling through, the majority of these kitty kitty kittens that eBay is allowing to be on here are the 90s ones from Tyco. They're not the DSI ones made in China. I don't know how Dave had his listed. I don't know if he had the Tyco versions from the 90s. I don't know if he has the DSI versions. My assumption would be either he had the DSI ones or he did not share the tag, and thus it flagged eBay as a precaution to remove the item, which could potentially be the case. I don't know. I cannot speak on that behalf. But it would have been a lot better if Dave, having an item removed, would have researched the details of why it was removed, shared that information with folks, instead of just throwing it out there that, well, you can't sell this on eBay, but I might be able to sell it. I might just sell it on whatnot, because that is the wrong way to go about this. For one, this item could affect children if that is indeed the one that is recalled. If the ones he have are the recalled ones, it could potentially harm children. Why sell it anywhere? Why not do as it suggests and take the toys and destroy them or discard them? Hell, do a video chopping its head off or whatever. Somebody will watch it. You'll make your money back. You'll get views. You'll earn your YouTube revenue. All will be well in the world. Instead, it's, where can I get that profit? He even states, it sucks. They're worth a lot of money. Yes, they are. But it happens. We make a buy. You have a container, a storage container full of stuff that is worth a lot of money that you didn't list, but you brought these kitty kitty kittens home that you paid $8 for and put those on eBay. Like, sometimes the stuff just doesn't make any sense. I mean, really, like, and yes, I'm being a little critical of Dave because he is a larger face and providing content to many folks on YouTube. And just as Kevin said, people on YouTube are misleading. And this was misinformation here. This was a missed opportunity. Dave could have informed people, he could have notified them, shared the information that, hey, I had 7 items removed from eBay, but discuss why. Take the 5 minutes to educate folks in your segment and explain why. That is helpful to the community. Again, people are reaching out all the time. The reseller water cooler, you get posts. I see it in sports cards. Sports cards, with such the amount of money that flows around in sports cards, there are so many people that haven't a clue. And they depend on some of the largest YouTube platforms in sports cards that, quite honestly, don't have a clue. It's YouTube provides entertainment. It's not the days anymore where YouTube videos are providing educational resources or teaching people things. YouTube has turned into entertainment. And I've said it in a video a while back, when you're watching these YouTubers, take it with a grain of salt. Take the information with a grain of salt and use it for information purposes. Unfortunately, that's the way things have to be today, because a lot of the content and stuff out there is only to get revenue, and people want to see the entertainment. They don't want to, as someone put on one of my videos, boring. Likely this one will piss people off. People may think it'll be boring. People may think that I'm hating on Dave, which I am not. I like Dave's content. I like Dave, but I do feel that this is one of those scenarios. And it's not just Dave. I see it hear it, read it all the time, where it could have been a very positive, helpful situation. Instead, it was, just as Kevin said, misleading. So that's all I got for you guys. If you want to go to this website and check it out, it would be a good one to bookmark. It is cpsc.gov. Again, it states right on the website, it is your responsibility to know whether or not the item you're selling is recalled. It is illegal to sell a recall item. I would suggest, if you ever have any questions, to look it up here. Don't go by what is listed on eBay, because here's a scenario. Some are okay, some aren't. eBay isn't the end all be all. This is a government site. This dictates and it shares what has been recalled, why, gives details, information. Take the 5 minutes, do some research, get better at reselling. And that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up, comment below, tell me I'm stupid if you want. That's okay. Subscribe if you haven't. But as always, guys, I will catch you in the next one.